Guys, welcome back. So it only makes sense to start by showing you the MonsteraAlbo that inspired me to make this video. So this is the current Albo that I have that's pushing out some pretty good variegation. This is the most variegation I've ever got on a leaf before. So when this came out, I was super stoked. I put you guys down so I can show you the leaves that the plant started off with. If you guys been following me for like a really long time since I got my Albo, I propagated this leaf by itself and then it put out this complete plant. So this is all the variegation that the plant started off with, and it was putting out leaves like this, just very dull, little to no variegation on them. Like literally no leaves had any variegation on them. But then I ended up getting this leaf right here and I was like, ooh, that's different. A lot more variegation. Not the most, but it's a lot more than I've ever seen, so I was really excited. But I ended up chopping it because the next leaf after this one was this right here, and that was very disappointing that I had just a lick of white. Was not having that. So that's when I chopped it, which you can see the little scar back here from when I chopped him. Now that I'm looking at this plant, I can't really remember unless I was to go back and watch my videos, because I have this plant right here that I chopped, this little Albo, and I'm pretty sure that this one came from this plant as well. So it might have put out these leaves next after I chopped it, I think. I've only chopped it once, right? I think I chopped this plant twice. Down at that point that I just showed you, and I think it put out these two leaves after I chopped it, and I chopped it again, and then it put out this gorgeous leaf. But not next, it put out this leaf first. Is this confusing? Right here, I'm just trying not to break it, that had quite the amount of variegation on it, that nice chunk of white right there, but then it put out this leaf and I was so happy. And it's honestly putting out, I'm trying to turn it, it's putting out another beautiful leaf. I opened this leaf today. Only one side has variegation. I need to be really careful because this is dangerous. OMG. But this side right here is green, all green. And this side has like the speckled white like the last leaf, but nowhere near as much variegation. So I'm chopping this. I've already been air layering it, so we could take a nice little chop today and then watch this grow into what it's gonna grow into. Who knows? Because I think, yeah, this is gonna be the last leaf on the plant again. I don't know if you're supposed to be chopping up albos like this, but it's all for funsies. Look at how gorgeous that is. I also have 3 other Albo that I want to propagate to promote variegation, so let's get into it. I was just about to set everything up to propagate, but I need to propagate the big one first because he can't go on the table, so. Oh! I just almost dropped this thing. It's on a plant stand and it's not very sturdy. I'm gonna grab some scissors. I'm so excited. This is right under those 2 white leaves, well, the ones with the most variegation. I'm gonna cut right here. Okay. See that root down there? I really needed to get him into some more moss anyway, so I'm glad I chopped this off. Please don't die. Let's send him good vibes. I'm kind of nervous because this leaf is still unfurling. I mean, he's almost out, so I guess that's a good thing. But I am kind of nervous about this one. I might have to put him in moss and put him on a moss pole just so he doesn't die. Since I've had this Albo since 2021, I kind of know what to do to promote variegation. Especially after getting that leaf, I kind of know what to look for. So I'll show you guys that and we can get to cutting. Most of these Albos that I'm showing you, it sounds like I said elbows. They started off with 1 leaf and they grew into the plants that they are today. A lot of them are really, really lacking variegation. So I'm really excited to chop them all up, honestly. Starting with this one right here. This is the leaf that I started with on this plant, and then I got this leaf, and of course I was excited, but nothing good came after that. There's like little to no variegation on it, maybe just a tad. But I do want to chop it back because I feel like I can get a really good leaf out of this one. Same thing with this one right here. Look at all of those green leaves. This is an Albo. This is not supposed to look like this. So I'm gonna check all of these stems to see where I see the most white at and cut right above that, or right below that, or above. Where's the first ugly Albo? Okay, let's do this one first. And what I'm doing is looking to see where I see the most variegation. which is honestly all the way down here on this little stalk. So I'm gonna cut it all the way back to here and see what we get. Okay, you see that little node right there? I'm gonna cut right under that. I'm nervous, just do it. I did it. Oh my God, that was a little short though, oh my God. Like sometimes if you cut too short, this leaf will come off. If you know, you know. But I got a little node there. This is so unserious. Like, come on, MonsteraAlbo, what are these leaves? I'm gonna cut this too. This has a big aerial root. It was on its way down into the pot, but it'll be on its way into some moss soon. And this is what that leaf looks like. This is what it looks like right now. We're down to the last 2 leaves. And yes, I am cutting this one off as well. Oops. This is what I'm talking about though. This little stripe right here. I mean, it's not much, but it's not much variegation on this side, but there is a stripe. There's one right there. For these kind of props, the leaf usually comes from in here somewhere. The only reason I'm even using moss is because I was traumatized by perlite when I saw a bunch of little tiny black bugs everywhere, and when I poured peroxide into the container, they all started coming out. So I'm really done with perlite for a little while. I brought some cups because I kind of want to just be easy about this. Like, not everything needs a glass container, you know? I wish this moss was... This fucking camera is gonna be the death of me, bro. This camera keeps overheating, and if I don't listen to music, I'm going to hurt something. But I wet my moss, so that's good. And I'm just gonna put some in before we put the props that we just took in, so I don't have a million props to pot up when I'm done. I'm like, should they go in by themselves or, I don't know. I have Clonex gel, one sec. I thought I brought it in here. Where is, oh, it is right there. Oh my God, oh my God. I got my Clonex gel right here. Oh my God, this is why I don't paint my nails. This is why I stick to doing acrylics, because no, just crusty. I'm going to just literally, this probably doesn't do much, but I'm putting Clonex gel on this little dupe. I don't know if it does anything. I also have this little spray bottle that I fill up with Clonex gel and water, and my propagations that are in moss, I'll water them with a spray bottle instead of just regular water, just to promote some roots. Just stuck him down in there. I'm backfilling a little bit with moss. I don't want to saturate his stems in moss, so I don't want them in moss forever either. Like, I swear, the more moss that's in my house, the more fungus gnats are in my house. But I don't know if you guys remember I think it was my chaotic houseplant chore vlog. I have a big bug zapper, and that thing comes in handy. It's linked in my Amazon storefront, so if you guys have an issue with fungus gnats, get that thing and thank me later. But this is the first little potted up Albo, whatever. On to the next one. I'm not trying to have I'm not trying to make a mess, but I'm not trying to have, what is like jingling on this desk? I don't understand. I'm just gonna try not to make that noise. But I don't want to have a bunch of props everywhere, so I'll put this guy and this guy in the same one. This one is so long, but I'm gonna cut it a little bit. You can totally cut these because they grow right back. You know, paint that, shove it in the cup, boom, hang him off like that, and then paint him. Why do I use all the wrong terms for everything? I think it's kind of fun though. Everything's made up anyways. Okay, we're backfilling. And we're backfilling. I'm just trying to cover and create some stability so they're not just falling over everywhere. I think that's it for that one, right? Oh, okay. So that's it for the props for the first one. This is what the plant looks like now. Oh my God, he literally has absolutely no water, but he has 1 leaf left. I'm gonna water him really quick. This is just my normal mixture of Dynagrow, Foliage Pro. Then I have CalMag in here with some Super Thrive as well. I'm literally going to have like 15 MonsteraAlbo after this, but it's okay. I'm excited to see what comes from this leaf because it's the only leaf that's variegated that I propagated with this round. Okay, on to the next plants before I'm here forever. 4 Albo plants back there. I need to stop acting like I'm overwhelmed. I mean, it's overwhelming at first, but once these plants start putting out growth and stuff, it's just so Interesting. I love it. I'm just gonna, you guys see the aerial root, right? I'm cutting it right there. Right there. Oh, I should have rinsed them off. These plants are dusty as hell. Oh well. But this is what this propagation looks like. Super cool. Super, super cool. I think he'll be, no, he won't be. I need to cut this, honestly. This aerial root, goodbye. Purple juice. I'm gonna put him in this container right here. This desk is making that noise. I don't know what the fuck that is, but it's whatever. Like that. Little back fillage. Boop. What is this hard thing? No one knows. I just don't want him to fall over, you know? He's still wobbly, guys. I don't like that. I don't like that at all. I need more moss. I didn't wet enough, but it's okay. I'll get more. I could probably put somebody else in here with him. Let's see. Okay. That's probably what somebody heard last time. Somebody asked me if I farted in my video once. It's this fucking chair. Okay? Anyways, okay. Don't mind this moss pole. I don't know. I don't know. Here goes another aerial root. I'm just gonna, God damn. Very long. Definitely getting chopped. You can go down like this. So, oh wait, I forgot to give him that purple drink. That purple pimp drink.
That purple drink. Some of that purple ass motherfucking pimp dick drink.
Perfect. Now we have this one with 2 props in it. The more props I can get in there, the better. Although Monstera roots, if you know, you know, they're crazy. So that's very, very temporary, but it'll do for now. All right, I see another aerial root. Oh, he was trying to make his way into the dry ass moss. I'm sorry. Honestly, I haven't even been looking where to cut this one. So hold on. Nothing's more fun than propagating an Albo, honestly. That's why I'm doing this, because I never thought that I would get this leaf from my plant, ever. People said it wasn't in the genes. I didn't buy a good one. I didn't buy one with good enough genes or genetics or whatever the fuck. But look it. Just kidding. I need to grow up. Okay, so look at that white. You see that stripe right there? Oh, what is that? Is that a mealybug, bro? Oh my god. If I saw a mealybug, I don't think I'd be okay, honestly. I don't want to deal with those kind of bugs. Mealybugs are just, it's like a white roly-poly-oly. I used to play with roly-poly-olies. I used to literally not be scared of bugs until I moved into this apartment. There's bugs everywhere. It's because the apple tree outside. I swear, everything is because the apple tree outside. The animals, the bugs. It's rough and tough around here. Rough and tough for a bitch like me. But anyways, I'm gonna cut this. Let's cut it. I don't want to cut it all the way back though. Should we cut this one all the way back, or is that good? No, I think we should cut it more, only because this right here doesn't have any white on it. So I'm cutting that off. Yeah, I think this is the last leaf I'm gonna cut on this one. This piece has no white on it. It's so long too. I'm gonna cut that off. Hold on. I just shortened it a little bit. But he's super, super green. I don't really expect much from him. I kind of want to stick this one in water. Just to see what like they do in water, because I don't know. Like the green ones, they'll be alright. I don't really care if I lose some of them. Who needs this many Albo? I say that about every plant, but then I end up with a million of them. My serpents, my Hoya, my Monstera deliciosa, now the Albo. But it's so fun. I can't stop. So the next leaf is gonna come out of in here, and hopefully he's a little bit whiter. I think I'm gonna get a moss pole, because honestly sometimes it's hard to put plants on moss poles because sometimes the aerial roots are not in the same direction. Like sometimes there's one pointing that way and one pointing this way. But since these are both on the same side, this would be the perfect plant to put on a moss pole. Say that 10 times fast. Anyways. This one started putting out something weird recently, and then it eventually grew into the leaf that's coming out right now, which is this one right here. And it has a little bit of white, but not enough for me to care, so we're gonna chop it. Is that an aerial root? I can't tell. I don't know. Let's just start chopping. I see an aerial root trying to go into the pot in there, so I'm chopping right at that aerial root. Why can I never say that word right? I'm gonna chop right down here. That's really short though. Give him some more. Oops. Ooh. That was this piece right here. He has a long aerial root. Love that. That was from that stalk. There's 2 stalks in here, so I cut one down. I think that's enough for that one. And then, let's see. There's barely any white on it, but we'll see what happens. Should I just chop the whole thing up? No, I don't want to. Okay, and then what? And then what? And then what? I really want to chop here. I want to chop here, but I don't see, I was gonna say I don't see an aerial root. I think that's one right there actually. It's like not all the way out yet though, but I think it's okay. I thought that was a spider web or something. It was my hair. I think it'll be okay. So let's just cut right under it. Oh, damn, I think the leaf is gonna come off. I did that thing. Oh no, it's pretty sturdy. There is a little aerial root there. I'm gonna put him in moss for sure. Dang, I don't have a lot of moss though. Oh my gosh. Maybe I can, since this guy is so green, I'm gonna put this guy, I'm gonna put this one that I propagated previously into water. Only because I only have one water propagation. I'll take 2 of those and 1 of these. Forgot to give him that purple drink. That purple drink. Oop. Let me rub it around and stop playing. And I'm just gonna stick him in here with this guy right here. Hopefully this doesn't die because that leaf right there is really fresh, this one coming out. So, who knows? It's really not that serious though because there's like no variegation. So, whatever, I have enough regular Monstera. I would usually chop it at this point right here, but since there's an aerial root down here, we're gonna keep that. Should we put him in water just to see? Yeah, let's do water for this one. Okay, so these ones are in water. I have 3 props in here. So 3 in water. I have 1, 2, 3 in moss. And now I want to get this into, I was just gonna stick him in here, put some more moss in there and kind of hope for the best. I kind of want to put a moss pole in the pot as well because I know this plant is going to get lovely and I just want to be thinking ahead. So I have this extra long moss pole and I'm not going to cut it because eventually the plant's probably going to need it. So why cut it if I'm going to need it in the future? If I don't, then I'll cut it. But I made that mistake in the past and I don't want to do it again. This is not even put together yet. Oh my gosh. Hurry up, hurry up, hurry up. Oh my god, now it's not doing it right. Give me a second.
A little longer than a few minutes later.
Okay, she's all built. I forget how long this is, but these are linked in my Amazon storefront. They're literally perfect. The only reason why I didn't buy the last ones that I got is because they're no longer available. So these are the same exact thing. I actually even made one because I had this plastic thing and it looked like a mouse pole, so I just burned holes in it. I'll show you guys that in a future video. But let's get this in the pot. Ew, this pot is disgusting. Am I gonna clean it? No, I'm not. I'm not. I don't care though. This might be temporary. Well, it is because she's in moss and I'm leaving her in moss. I'm just gonna start dumping some so it goes to the bottom. I'm obviously not gonna fill up the whole entire moss pole. And I might even take some out of that mother plant that I have. Like, I think that's good even. Like, just enough to be in the pot. I just really want this plant to grow really good. So I'm giving her her best chance. I think that's good for the bottom. I don't want it to be leaning though. I hate when these moss poles lean. It's so annoying. There's probably something I can do about that, but whatever. Ew, it's really wet in there. Too wet. Battery! Okay, now I'm just gonna unravel this. I actually just tied this together right here. So I definitely need to get this off. Come on! I'm cutting this. Where's the scissors? Here we go. Okay. Oops. Look at how nice and long this root is. Wow. Super nice. I think I'm gonna stick this into the moss pole, but I have to be very, very careful, so let's see if I can. So I'm actually just gonna stick this into one of the holes where he's comfortable. So let's see where he's gonna sit. He's gonna sit pretty low, so let's see. I'm gonna empty the moss pole because it's gonna be easier to just stick the root in and then pour this onto the moss pole after. I actually have to dump all that, so I'll show you exactly what I'm doing. Pot. Moss pole. I'm gonna put a little bit of this on the bottom of the pot, not the moss pole. This is really freaking wet though. I'm gonna have to put this in the sun. Okay, there we go. I'm just gonna stick him. I think that might be a little high, but I think this is too high. Yeah, that's way too high. Okay, I think this is good actually. That's what he looks like in the pot. He's kind of hovering, but I'm gonna put some moss in there. I think that might be good. Yeah, that's good for now. And then just backfill the pot really quick so he's not just hovering. He has something to stand on. I'm gonna secure it with some plant tape in a sec. I just wanna get him in here and then we'll be on our way. Okay, this is what she's looking like now. This is her little pot, moss pole. There's an aerial root in there, which is so exciting. And I think she's gonna be good to go. Hopefully she doesn't suffer too much from me chopping her off the mother plant, but I will keep you updated. I forgot to show you guys what the mother plant looks like on the plant that we propagated with the very variegated leaves. And she's left at this leaf right here. So I'll keep you updated on what she puts out next. So make sure you're subscribed. That does bring me to the end of today's video. Make sure you give me a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Be sure to follow me on Instagram for more planty content. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And until my next video, bye guys. Oh my god, are you kidding? My camera's overheating again. But I did. Look at the sink dripping, bro. Oh my god. Just almost killed myself. Yeah, what is wrong with this desk?